Hi, awesome people. Welcome to day two of Serlzo's Woman, Wealth, and Freedom. I'm personally still living in the exciting, insightful rush from day one. But you know what they say now, you can't live in the past now. So we are here to eat off today's daily bread. I mean, today's topic is how to set up a hands-free marketing machine that prints cash. Did you hear that, sister? You actually want to sit down pretty and tight for this one because today we have with us a Gen Z, yes, who is doing incredibly well in her field. She is a significant figure in the digital industry. She's a freelancer. She has made over $35,000 in sales of digital products. She helps marketers with IG ad services, script, and consultation. She is no other, one and only Hilary Odogwu. She'll be taking on this session with us. I'm sure a lot of you already are familiar with her. And to those who are not, just get your pen and paper again by your side because you're taking out insights, you're taking out new wisdom from this session. She's going to be teaching us three-step systems that turns followers into buyers automatically. Did you hear that? Like you're just chilling on a very good day and your alerts are just bubbling in. You don't do too much. I mean, as females, we want the soft work, yeah. You don't really want to do too much. Well, this is the session for you, and we have it as Hilary Odogwu. So sit pretty and get ready for this session. Here are key things you should note that you would actually be taking out of this session today. So let me fill you in with the tea. So for today's session, you're going to be understanding why most women struggle with scaling their business and how automation fixes it. I mean, sis, listen, in this time and age, really, in this time and age, you don't want to be doing hard work. See, it's good to work hard, but you don't have to do hard work. I don't know if I'm communicated. I mean, you want to be working soft, but working well, but in the software. I'm sure you'll get it by the end of this session. In this session, you're going to be taking out 60 minutes million setup. How to create an entire sales funnel in under an hour. Let me tell you something real quick. You see this speaker for today, Hilary Odogu. Personally, I am blown away at what she's been able to do for herself at this age. She is young, you all. But you know how age is nothing but a number. She represents that age is nothing but a number. Because the number in her bank account do not tally with her age. I mean, you want to actually say, I mean, she is definitely older in the bank account, if you get what I mean. So you definitely want to sit down and learn how somebody so young could be so witty, innovative, and thriving. It's inspiring. I'm truly inspired by her. And with us, Hilary Odogu. Hello, Hilary. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing
Hi.
great. I was having issues with my camera.
Sorry about that. I believe you had a blissful day. Me and the other women are just very much
Yeah,
excited to see what you to listen to what you have packed up for us in today's day two session.
really. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Let me adjust my camera.
While we let Hilary settle in and put herself together, we will just I want you guys to talk to me in the comment sections. Let me get some fire emojis. Let me know that we sisters are here for this tea. So you guys should just let me know you're all active. Let me know that you're here so that I know that okay, yeah, we're all together so that no one is missing out because we have this amazing community of thriving women. We are not just going to come here today to listen to ourselves after this conference, forget about it. No, no, no. We're actually going to keep account. We're going to be each other's accountability partners. So just in case you haven't been a part of it before or towards the end of this session, the link to join into the Serlzo's Woman Wealth and Freedom group will be made available. Click on that link. Invite a sister. See, this year it is sisters helping sisters. We're not among those women hate women. I don't know what the hell that is from. We're not from that. So you guys are going to invite a sister, share the link, share it on your stories, share it on your WhatsApp status. You don't know who this might just be for. Definitely, yesterday I knew that a huge part of that session was for me, and I'm being totally honest with you. So I truly am a strong fan of you. Really don't know who this session might be for. So please be your sister's keepers, be your sister's advocates for success. Share this link on your story, tell a friend, tell a sister. And I believe Hillary is put together. Hillary, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I am.
She's Miss Summer, I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you. Thank you very much. So you all, where are we now? Put on these emojis. Let's know that we're ready. So that you won't come in the morning and say, I missed the session. No, don't miss the session. Be here, be here, be here, darling. So thank you so much, Miss Summer. Hillary, are we ready?
Yeah, we are ready. We are finally ready.
Oh, you all, it is the Odogwu herself, literally representing what she's called. Take us away.
So I want to especially welcome all of you here. I'm not really a fan of live classes because I hate it when I'm with a large number of people. I don't know, maybe because I didn't really or haven't really had that much confidence in myself. All my webinars are pre-recorded. So when I got the invitation from Serlzo team, I was like, okay, let me step out of my comfort zone. Actually, something that I hate doing, and for the fact that it's something for women. What is up with my audio? You guys, please give me 1 minute, okay? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud, clear, and sound.
Okay. Um, for the fact that this is something for women, I was like, you know what? Let me just hop on it. So today we are going to be discussing exactly how to set up a hands-free marketing machine that prints cash. Hand-free marketing. I do not believe there is anything like hands-free marketing because at some point in time you have to put your hands in. Because there is no way your business will thrive without you being there to add your own special touch to it. So if you're the kind of person that is always looking for something that would allow you to make money even while you sleep, especially as a newbie who hasn't really had enough money to gathered enough money to, let's say, do some form of investments, you are going to cry. You will cry. So instead of you assuming that there is an easy way to make money or there is an easier way to make money as a beginner, hands free, without you at least adding some extra stuff or tweaking some extra things on your business, then you're in for a long ride. You get. So what I'm going to show you in this live class tonight is exactly how you can be able to at least set up a business that would run without you putting in too much energy. Do you get what I am saying? Not that it is hands free, but at least you will be able to, enjoy your time, spend time with your family, spend money whenever you want. And I'm going to be showing you the exact things that I do for myself that ensure that I am not burnt out. Do you get what I am saying? So, the very first thing we are going to be talking about is exactly how to turn your followers into buyers. All right. Now, if you do not have a community on social media, you are missing out on a whole lot. Those of you that are always saying, I want to be an introvert. I do not want to talk. I do not want to discuss anything with anybody. I do not want to, I want to be low key. I want to make low key money. This low key money that you guys are always hyping up. If you do not have huge amounts, you cannot afford in this day and age. Internet, why is my face so everywhere on this going on? In this day and age, you cannot afford to be an introvert. The internet can make a lot of money. Okay, now this is just take it from me here. There are so many people that come to me to complain that, oh, they are shy, they do not really know exactly how to talk to people, they don't really know how to let's say express what they feel or put it into content. What I usually advise them is to go and look at other people who are doing it in the same industry. Look at other people. I started from somewhere. I started as somebody with serious social anxiety. The way that I'm talking right now, let's say a few minutes into the call, or a few minutes before the call, my body will just be shaking. I'll be freezing. You get what I'm saying? So it's something that I had to work on, and I strongly believe that if you put your mind to it, you definitely will, scale through. So the very first step to getting people, because before you can even think of selling to anybody on this online space, you first need to understand how or where to get these people. The very first thing is where to get these people. I'm literally saying things out of my head because I didn't give myself enough time to prepare a presentation tonight. So now the very first thing is to know where you want to um get these people from. Now, you need to choose a social media platform. If it is TikTok, if it is Instagram, if it is LinkedIn, if it is Twitter. Now, just because you feel you might be better at something or at one particular social media platform does not mean that you need to negate or, let's say, eradicate the other social media platforms. This was the issue that I had. I'm more of a writer. You get? I'm more of a typer. I like to type stuff. That's why on my WhatsApp sometimes you see me sorry for people. I like to type and type and type. And when I type and post these things that I post, people are like, I feel the anger you get from your text. So I made the let's say a bad decision of just sticking to what I knew how to do better. You get, like typing. I know how to talk, I know how to talk to people, I know how to speak to people, I know how to present to people. But what I really focused on was my ability to type and express my feelings through texts. And I neglected my TikTok. I neglected, in fact, on Instagram, let's say I was trying my best because Instagram usually brings me some of my clients. Okay, I tried my best on Instagram, but on TikTok, I abandoned it for like a year plus. Now, this year, I made a resolution to myself that I would be going on the platforms that I know I'm not really that good at. So, like I said, you need to learn how to step out of your comfort zone a while and for some time. Do you get what I'm saying? So, step out of your comfort zone. But if you really want to start building first, do what you are good at first. If you know you're a better texter, start with Twitter or LinkedIn. That's where you can type. If you know you would rather talk, start with TikTok. Then you can gradually find your way into other platforms. And the best part about it is that when people know you from a particular platform, they tend to follow you or look for you on other platforms. So you can start from one and then create another account on another social media platform and start building small, little by little. Do you get what I'm saying? So this very next thing you need to put into consideration, there are a lot of pointers actually. The very next thing to put into consideration is what exactly do you want to focus on in whatever it is that you want to say to your followers. What do you want to tell them? What do you want to discuss with them? What do you want? What perception do you want these people to have of you? Do you want them to think that you're a very wicked woman? Do you want them to think that you're a very good marketer? Do you want them to think that you're a skilled copywriter? Do you want them to think that you are amazing at digital marketing? The way you position yourself. I think the second point I should even be named positioning and authority here. So the way you position yourself would actually influence the quality of people that follow you, and the quality of individuals will affect you later on. Because some of you think that you can be posting anyhow on social media. You can get away with anything on Twitter. You can post anything, you can swear for people on Twitter. But there are some social media platforms like TikTok where if you try nonsense, they will drag you. They will drag you by your tail. You get? So you have to be very careful, especially at the beginning stage. Be careful of what you post and be very intentional. Intentional is also another word. Be very intentional. Post what you do, what you plan on helping people with, your struggles. In fact, post where you are coming from. In fact, it's even better if you're from the deepest, darkest trenches. You get? I got a lot of traction when people saw that this girl is actually from the trenches. You get, if you see my before picture and my present picture, we don't look the same. We don't look alike. The only thing that is similar between the both of us is the eyeglasses. You get. So if you share your personal story with people, they resonate with you a lot better. And like I said, share what you do. So if you're a copywriter, you're expected to share that this is what I am doing as a copywriter. I made this research as a copywriter. I studied this particular course as a newbie copywriter. I'm learning new things. Do you guys want to know what I learned today? Because sometimes I like to share what I learned, you get, but it's not every time that I share it, so that you don't go and steal my strategies. But what I normally do is that sometimes I share stuff. In fact, early last year I was sharing a lot of things before I started making huge money. And you know your guru said that when you start making huge money, keep your mouth shut. Okay, so I decided to keep my mouth shut. But because I was a beginner, I shared a lot. I shared a lot. I shared everything from what I was doing, my struggles, my targeting for my IG ads, every single thing. I shared it from beginning to end because at the end of the day, what are you gatekeeping? If your fellow people are not winning with you, you're just going to be lonely at the top. Lonely at the top. So now the third thing is to start compiling your offers. When did I close my laptop? Start compiling your offers. Okay. If you want to have or if you want to sell out on your services, your goods and services, you need to have a very amazing offer. Now your offer doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be the best, it doesn't necessarily have to be state of the art, what they call it, an offer. Something easy, something that everybody can understand, something everybody can benefit from. And let me warn you, Kangwa Gyoku, let me tell you something. Because you know that in the Twitter people are rich kids, do not make the mistake of billing more than you should. Also, let me use the word charge, or of charging more than you normally should, because you're a newbie. And the thing about people is that they are not stupid. They know when you are going to rip them off. So if you have a product or a service, I suggest that you start small before you start increasing your prices along the way. Now, this is where you now need to create a very good offer. Create a good offer, compile your best products, your best services, put it out there, and you're going to get customers, definitely. Now, before you can even attempt posting your offer, ensure that you have successfully, or let's say consistently, built up your rapport for weeks. It took me months. It took me months to even get to where I am. In fact, 6 months or years. It took me years. But when I decided to start posting content, that's last year up until now, when people know me, yeah, it's a lot of months. Do you get what I am saying? Before I could even start selling to people, before I even realized that, oh, I can actually make a huge amount of money from my audience. It was even a friend of mine that I was conversing with, and he told me that these people that are following you, you can make money from them. And he told me, put out an offer. Put out this offer. He gave me the exact offer to put out. So let me just give you a brief, let's say, rundown of the offer that this particular guy gave me to put out. He told me to put stuff that I'm good at, I'm exceptionally good at. Now, the very first thing I knew I was great at was or is Instagram ads. So he told me, add that one to your offer. The second thing he asked me if I was good at was webinars. Do you know how to write webinars? I said, yeah. He told me, okay, add that one to your what they call it, your offer. He now told me, okay, would you like to you are you also good at offer creation and stuff like that? I said, yeah, I am. I'm sort of good at that. He told me add it to your offer and everything. And he told me to price it at whatever price I want to give it at. And then I priced it at 150K. I posted it on Twitter, and that same day, 5 people made payment. I was like, oh, let me be doing this, let me continue. This is so it felt so good. Like you can make 500K like this, easy peasy. I was already doing huge numbers from my webinars, but like the fact that people can actually pay huge amounts of money like that, and I was wasting my audience fighting with people that don't have head on Twitter. Do you get? So that's exactly how you can turn your followers to buyers. You have to show up, you have to tell them who you are, what you do, what you plan on helping them with. You also need to give them offers. You need to give them a peek into your life and also give them offers. I already said that before. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be discussing tonight is why most women struggle with scaling their business and how automation fixes it. Why women struggle with their business. Why do women aren't supposed to struggle? I do not like seeing women struggle now. So the main reason women struggle, because I've had this conversation with a couple of other, female digital marketers in the field as me. The main reason would be anxiety. Women are always jittery. My fellow female digital marketers, very jittery. They're always shaking. What if I don't make 1 million this week? What if I don't win this sales challenge? What if this? What if that? See, if you panic, nothing will happen. You get panicking, or let me say, what I have learned so far on the online space is that panicking will not get you anywhere. I know you're hustling to go and meet up with that sales challenge, but sometimes you just have to calm down. You get there's always going to be another opportunity for you to start over again and win. So, and I personally feel like a lot of women have issues when it comes to budgeting their adverts now, and knowing exactly when to scale, knowing exactly when to scale in a bit to always, you want to make more money and you want to sort out more bills, or you want to, let's say, buy a new house and stuff like that. You start scaling the wrong way. You start scaling fast and you realize that you are going to get burnt out. This was what happened with me last year. That with me, and me, I was doing strong head. I did not want to hire people that year. I was like, oh, I want to keep all my money to myself. That's another major issue. Hire people. Learn to delegate. Sooner or later, without you knowing, your body will crash. And you'll be wondering, why can't I get up from my bed? Why can't I not do this simple task? Whereas if you delegated the work, your PA or your virtual assistant will be handling every single thing, or you're processing for you, while you're probably out there doing or solving whatever life crisis it is that you're going through. But at least in the life crisis, you're making money. Do you get what I am saying? So learn to delegate. You don't have to do everything on your own. And stop being afraid. It's another issue. Stop being afraid to pay for services. You want to do everything on your own. You want to write your landing page copy. You want to be the one to be posting every single day on your Instagram page. You want to be the one to reply all 1,000 comments on your TikTok page. You want to be the one to try and delegate. You also want to be the one to, let's say, run your Instagram ads. You want to also edit your landing page. If it is possible, Seth, you connect your web designer's work and do it by yourself. It does not make any sense. The reason you're not growing in your business is because you have refused to delegate important parts. And because you're not delegating, you're doing a shabby job. And when you do a shabby job, you're not going to scale. You're not going to get better at whatever it is that you want to get better at. Okay, now, if you really, really, really want to lift the burden of you having to do or go through all of this method that breaks you down, wears your body out, gets you mentally stressed, I highly recommend automations. Now, let me just give you or use myself as an example because I cannot really speak for every other person out there. I use automations a lot. And I'm telling you, if there was a bot out there that can translate the thoughts in my head to, to materialize it in real life, all the business ideas in my head, like I don't need to talk, just do everything. I would pay it to do it for me because I don't like stress at all. Some of you like stress. You get if you have the money, spend this money. I always tell my clients, release these funds. Okay, so spend time, spend money investing in automations. Imagine me now. Okay, early last year I struggled with let's say a huge influx of leads to me not even being able to handle them. You get imagine dealing with automations, that old sales funnel style where they will come into your DM, you tell them save my contact, reply with done, order yada yada, then you send them quick link. At some point I got very tired. So this year I wanted to really, really find an easier way, a much easier way to scale up my business while doing little to no effort. So that was when I think I discovered Serlzo around is it this time last year? Not this time last year, middle of last year. And then I spoke to Joshua and he was like, okay, let me give you a free test and then you come back and see exactly what is going on, tell me your review, how you feel about it, if it's something that you would like to introduce to people and everything. I was like, okay, cool. Now let me tell you something, that was literally the best thing to ever happen to me. And the funny part is that I did not really take it seriously. in the first few weeks, or let's say the first few months. It was up until January or December when I was scripting my New Year resolutions. I was like, see, I need to make this money. And because Mark was always banning my accounts based on too many spams and stuff like that, I said I need to find a solution to this. I need to find an alternative route and even an easier way to make money without me having to involve myself. Do you get what I'm saying? That much, too much. I might involve myself a little bit, but not that much. Do you get? So I got my Serlzo subscription. I paid. I set up everything. Do you get what I'm saying? And in fact, it was bliss. Honestly, it's been a blissful ride ever since then. So if you're a lady, please, I highly, this is me begging you right now. I'm Marioki. So for those of you that don't speak Igbo, I'm begging you right now. Please go and get a subscription for a very good automation. But I will highly recommend you do the one that I am, let's say, doing. Okay? So the 60 minutes millionaire setup, how to create an entire sales funnel in under an hour. Alright, so that's the next thing we're going to be talking about. How to create a sales funnel in under an hour. In under an hour. That's a short period of time. But yeah, let's discuss that. So if you are a business owner, yeah, you want to create a sales funnel in under an hour. First, you need to put into consideration the kind of product that you are selling. The kind of product that you are selling. Now, I'm going to be giving you my exact sales funnel. Do you get? You might try to use your own sales funnel and you get a good result. So you try to use the funnel that somebody else told you to use and you get good results. But me, I'm going to be telling you the one that I use. If you don't get results from it, it's your village people. Do you get what I'm saying? But this one works for me and it works for a lot of other persons who have set this particular funnel up for. Now, there are different funnels. There's from landing page to, okay, let me first define what a funnel is. Okay, a funnel is literally the process it takes for your leads, your prospects, your clients, your customers to go from seeing your ad, your video, or whatever it is that you have done to create an awareness for whatever product that you're selling, to them coming to either your landing page, your WhatsApp DM, to them paying for your product, your service, your offer. So it's literally a process. The process it takes from the customer to go from point A to making payment at point Z. Do you get? So I'm going to be telling you my own sales funnel. Now, the very first thing I did or I considered when setting up my sales funnel was my advert video. Because if my advert is not good, for those of you that have seen, some of you may have even seen my advert on Instagram. Do I look like I'm sleeping on my chair or I'm doing something? There is energy. There is energy. There is fire. There is urgency. People need to get this now or they miss an opportunity of getting it later. So the very first thing you need to do is to put energy into your campaigns. Now, for those of you that always like to delegate your campaigns, you're leaving money on the table. But I know not everybody has the energy to record video, or not everybody has an aesthetically pleasing house or an apartment or a thing. But there are better ways to go about it. Okay, if you want to delegate your advert creatives, give it to somebody that has energy. Give it to somebody that is a digital marketer or understands what it means to be a marketer on the online space. They need to have that energy, that same passion. They also need to be able to bring your ideas to life. Not somebody that you tell, oh, I'm selling this affiliate marketing course. The person will not tell you something different. I don't know, sure. But yeah. Now, the next thing, now recording your creative is one part of it. Now, editing it to make it look even more enticing. This is why I say release these funds. Go and hire a video editor. If you think your creatives are performing well without any form of editing, go hire a video editor and watch your sales or your ads gain more traction and get you way more results. I promise you, just try this. Now, you have fixed your ad creatives, okay, you've scripted it, you've recorded it, you've given it to a very good video editor. I would have recommended my own video editor, but the guy is always chopping my money. He does not give me discounts. Okay, now the next one will be your landing page. Your landing page is very, very important. So you need to understand, as a marketer, you need to know a little bit of copywriting. If you do not know a little bit of copywriting, I don't know, because every single aspect of marketing requires you to know a little bit of everything. You need to be a jack of all trades, to be a proper. Are you really an entrepreneur if you do not know everything? I don't think so. You need to know a little bit, even if it's not much. You need to know a little bit of every single thing. All right. Now, what was I even saying? Jesus Christ. Like I said, your landing page. Now, when you are designing, your landing page consists of three things: the heading, the body, and the call to action. If you do mistake and write a heading that does not correlate with the advert that was posted, you're going to be in trouble. That is why you will see that your cost per result is very high when you're running your ads. I did not even mention this. Please pick a platform that you would like to run your ads on. I run my ads on Instagram. I recently set up. In fact, Mark is used to do. He does his wonders sharp, but yeah, Instagram is an amazing place to run ads on. I don't know about Facebook, but when I tried Facebook, the people that were coming into my DM were telling me things that I did not want to hear. Okay, so Instagram, choose an advertising platform, do your ad creatives, and then let's discuss your landing page. Now, your heading should relate to what your ad creatives are saying. Good. Now, the body of your landing page should consist of who this training is for, who you don't even want in the training. Do you get? Now, there's something that I usually do in my ad creatives. I like to insinuate that they will make payment so that they will not come into my game and tell me I thought it was free. That word free gives me headaches. I hate it when somebody comes into my game and tell me I thought it was free. Pisses me off a lot. So in my ad creatives, I usually insinuate that there's going to be payment. I usually tell them it's either you make sales or you collect your money back. It's either you get this result or you collect your money back. It's either you gain massive knowledge or you collect your money back. It's as simple as that. I like to insinuate that you definitely will pay for something at the end of the class. There's nothing to hide. I don't know why people are so afraid of billing, especially if you have a problem. It's a solution to a very big problem. Why are you afraid to collect money from your customers or your leads? Tell them the price, tell them that they will be paying for it, and tell them the price. It's as simple as that. So the body should include who you want in the live class and who you do not want in the live class. You get that? Your call to action should be very powerful. Join the live class now. Sign up now. Sign up is even does not even convert them anymore. You need to give something like join the live class now. Gain access now. Very long English. That's the only thing that some of these Nigerians understand. So we do that. Now, for my form, okay, my call to action is a form that I embed. Do not ask me what the meaning of embed is. Go and meet your web designer. If you don't have a web designer, sorry for you. Now, there is a HTML code that I copy from Serlzo. Okay. I still have to explain that one as well. The whole funnel process from Serlzo. Okay. Now, I embed this particular form code on my website. And what this form code does is that it creates a form on the landing page that collects their name. So before they can even go further with anything, whether joining the group or entering my DM, they will have to add their name, their email address, and their phone number. Then they get redirected. Now, do you know why I love this particular thing so much? The frequency at which people enter my groups to be chatting other members of the groups has it reduced drastically. You get it reduced a whole lot because they're usually afraid that if they put in their details, they'll be able to track them down or something. I don't really have time for that. But then again, yeah, that form creates, like, let's say, a filter, like a sieve for serious and unserious individuals. So if you want even more serious people that are actually intentional, they will fill the form. And if they are hungry about the product that you're selling, they will fill the form, they write their name and their phone numbers, and they will enter your funnel. So this particular form redirects them to the WhatsApp. Redirect them to the WhatsApp. Okay, now when they get redirected to the WhatsApp, I tell my PA, because I don't usually handle my group stuff by myself. I tell my PA, or I already told her months ago, when she first started, that this is what she's supposed to send to the group. Now, she sent the reminder. She only sends one reminder per day because spamming the group, to me, speaks desperation. Now, immediately they get redirected to the WhatsApp group, Salesforce automation sends them a message in their DMs. That is the essence of them even filling the form with their phone numbers in the very first place. Sends them a DM telling them, you have successfully registered for this class. If you have not joined the group, here's the group link now. I give them a brief, let's say, rundown of what it is that I'm going to learn in the live class. And then I paste the group link again because some of them, when they are quite faith, they don't used to hear what. They will not allow themselves to get redirected. They will fill the form and leave the page sharp. Okay, so I sent them meet again in their WhatsApp DMs and they join. Do you get? So I host my webinar. My webinars are high converting. I don't need to speak about webinars. I'm not coming to speak about webinars, and they pay me. Okay, I think the best results I ever, I say, let's say, like I did like 50 sales immediately after my class. Do you get? Because sales will follows up with my needs very very well, effortlessly. So on the day of my webinar, okay, let me just explain this one as well. On the day of my webinar, I send out an automation or a broadcast. Sorry, in the morning, I send one in the morning, I send one in the afternoon, and I send one in the night. Because you must attend the class, and I will close you, and I will collect your money. Ticket, and I will solve your problem. So that's just it. Now, our next topic for today is a live demo. Watch a sales powered funnel take leads from EJO, from social media to email to sale on autopilot. Please, who is the MC? Is it MC? Or who is the moderator or the host? Thank you, please. Can you come on so I know exactly what it is that I'm doing? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? To be really crazy if I've been talking to myself. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? I have no idea where the host is. So what I'm going to do is to tell you guys. Let's see. I can't contact the host right now. Okay, so if you have any questions, please type them in the comment section so that I can read. You guys have any questions? I don't know. Do you have any questions? So I'm supposed to give you guys a live demo of the setup, but I think that's going to take a very long period of time. But I'll try as much as possible. Let me see if I can share my screen and show you guys. Let me see. Cancel. I'm trying to share my screen so I can show you guys exactly how my funnel is like, so you can see exactly what I because that's literally the least that I can do right now, or let's say the most that I can do right now, because take you through the entire thing is a lot. There's my contact. All right, great. So awesome. Why is my face so close to the screen? Jeez. So here is, can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Yes, I did create my setup myself. I did create my setup myself. So yeah, my video editor, I'm not going to call his name here. He's always stressing my life. So can you guys see my screen? All right, awesome. So great. So here is my landing page. All right, here is my landing page. You can see the heading, like I already told you before. Ensure that your heading resonates with your, your advert. So I want to assume you really grasped exactly what I said. Now the heading, the secret Instagram. Why am I even showing you this thing now? Before people go and steal it. The secret Instagram advert strategy your competitors are using to steal your customers and do massive sales monthly. Okay. Then here is my subheading. Then sign up. They click on the sign up button and they get redirected to this form, which they fill. Okay. Like I already said, they fill the form and they automatically get redirected to the group. They join the chat, and then immediately they join the chat, my autoresponder sends them a message immediately in their DMs. But because I'm using my laptop, I do not have access to my WhatsApp. You get what I'm saying? So let me just show you exactly how you can set up this kind of funnel for yourself. Okay, so this is my Serlzo account. Let me just show you a brief funnel setup. This is my Serlzo account. Ensure that you have like a subscription. Let me refresh this page because I think network is dealing with me here. So my subscription has even expired. Stress. So you create a list and then you create a form. I'm trying to get this thing here. Jeez. Okay, I can't really do this thing right now because I have to activate my account. I totally forgot that my distance expires today, and I didn't really get an email that it will be expiring today. So maybe I'll create a video explaining that later on, or yeah, I cannot really wait for, let's say, subscribe right here because it's going to take a while. So create a Serlzo account and Serlzo will walk you through the entire process. There is a chat box down here. Can you imagine that? This is not showing. I'm trying to share. Can you guys see my screen, my dashboard? Okay, great. It just showed up now. So here is my Serlzo account. Here is a rundown of everything you need to do. This is your account balance for those who refer to your Serlzo through your Serlzo link and pay for the subscription using your Serlzo link. You get what I'm saying? So this is for lead gen, for automation. So if you want to set up your own automation and everything, use Serlzo. You get. I cannot really explain everything here because my subscription expired and I didn't really get an email telling me that my subscription had expired. So and I don't have time to get to stay here and show you and subscribe and everything. But definitely, once you create an account, Serlzo will help you work through the entire process of setting up your funnel. Customer service is amazing. They will help you answer your questions and all that. So the next thing on our agenda tonight will be hands-on session. I can't really do that. I'm so sorry, guys. Can't really do that. I didn't really take note of the day that my editing expires. So maybe some other day. But yeah. Um any other questions in the chat box?
Amazing session, Hillary. Thank you so much for all of that insight. Yes, we have a couple of questions in the comment section, and can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, great. So we'll be taking questions. It's from Rachel. Rachel says, aside doing a webinar, can someone make sales directly from ads?
There is what we call a direct sales ad. You can make money directly from ads. But those kind of ads are very expensive these days. So unless you're a millionaire, you have money, you can go ahead and do it. And you know exactly what you want, then you can go ahead and do it. But me personally, I like to use my webinars because they are cheap, and I use webinars for what we call the bandwagon effect. When somebody sees that other people are making payments, many other people start to make payments as well. So I like to take advantage of that. I can't really hear you anymore. Is your audio okay? I can't hear you anymore.
Can you hear me
Okay.
now? Can you hear me now? Apologies for the background.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amara says, how can I use Serlzo for automation if I sell?
If you sell physical goods, you can use Serlzo for automation when it comes to following up potential customers through the reason for other is because they are using email. And Serlzo has a very powerful tool that enables you to send emails. If you have a business page, a link you're supposed to put in your get when you can add them in your do the web design. Because if I'm explaining all of these things, it will sound like a lot of English, but you can get a web designer and then tell them exactly what I'm saying right now. So you need to put a link in your bio, and this link is what we call a landing page. When potential customers go to that landing page, they would see where, or let's say a place where they can put in their email address, or they will see different things, okay, like your other social media platforms and stuff like that. Then you're also going to include a separate page, or let's say a link tree that includes your social media handles and some other products or services that you offer. And then you can include a mini page, a small page where you ask them to fill their email addresses and their phone numbers or whatever. And then from there, you can start sending them emails that, oh, this product is, this Zobo is finally available. Would you like it? Or you can send them discount notification or send them promos. Here is this promo that is coming up Easter season, so ensure that you patronize us and stuff like that. So that's exactly how you can use sales for your automation if you sell physical goods. You get, so that's just it.
If you've been listening, you know Odogwu knows her stuff. She is a marketer. That's on that actually. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, even if I knew nothing, that whole explanation right now, I just learned. I literally just learned. Do we have any other questions? Questions. Someone says many times. Okay. This with Christy, I see you. You said you need someone to teach you. I see your comment about sales, though, right? We would get to you. Just reach out to us on customer support and sales. I would attend to you here. Okay. The other question is, what do you advise to run a live webinar or pre-recorded one? Okay, Hillary, the question is, what is your advice? Live
I'm
webinars
not giving.
or pre-recorded ones?
I give. I do pre-recorded webinars because the way I am looking right now, I definitely do not have the same energy. Like for the next 4 days, my body will just, you know, shut down completely because once immediately I use up a certain amount of energy, my body just goes into sleep mode for a couple of days. So that's why I explained earlier that I'm more of a texter than talker. So what I do, because I know fully well that I am more of a texter and I don't like talking to people every single time, I do pre-recorded webinars. So the same video that I recorded since December last year is what is still making me money now. So anytime I want to make money, I'll put the video through a streaming platform. People will think that I am live, but I'm probably swallowing ever somewhere. You get? And then I make my sales and I go to sleep. It's as simple as that. But if you're the kind of person that has energy, I do not even suggest you even do that. So what I suggest, because even prior to me picking that one video to run with, okay, prior to me picking that particular video, I tested 3 different videos, 3 different webinars for this one offer. So you have to test a particular video that will give you the best results, because if you do not test, you will not know. So once you have tested, okay, with different offers, combining more offers, putting more enticing stuff in your offers, and then using different tones, because the very first tone that I used for my first webinar, I used a serious tone. The second one, I used a normal speech professional tone. Then the third one, I used humor, very humorous tone. Do you get what I'm saying? I was laughing and stuff like that. And they paid me immediately. I received 27 sales. I was like, yeah, this is what Nigerians want. But then again, different things work for different, and different procedures work for different products. So you need to find the one that works for you and run with that particular video. You get? So that's just it.
So, this with Christy, I see you're fully satisfied. You know what she said? Um, Different things work for different folks. You need to test a couple of things and see which one your audience much more relates with. But Odogwu, it's been nothing but or nothing short of amazing. Really. You are an awesome marketer. Thank you so much for doing this for us. I mean, at the beginning of it, you literally did honestly about that. You're not a life person, but you're doing this for the women. This is what we mean by women supporting women. I hope you sent this thing to your sister. I hope you're inviting your sister into the group for, because that's what we stand for. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I mean, it's been an amazing 2 day you had. We love you so much. We learned so much from you. You are doing amazing. Keep going and keep breaking barriers, because that's what each and every one of us are taking out of here. We're all going to go and break this marketing barrier, right? All right, guys. Again, please link for the group is around this video. Yeah, around the session. Do well to actually join us and be a part of a community that's not just we're not just speaking words, but we're here to hold each other accountable to help us thrive. All right. And if you have any questions about setting up your automation with Serlzo, we have a booked conversation agency for you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. See you on the next women's conference. But most importantly, see you in the group.